It's time to get a little less serious about wrestling. This is the Alternate Commentary Table with lifelong friends.
Notice your difference in size.
And lifelong wrestling fans.
Each is a very capable performer, and each is a little too clever to give the other boy much of an advantage.
Mitch Hontzias.
Credits himself with a lot of power.
And Dimitri Korolis.
So that he got all that power from drinking raw olive oil all through his youth.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Alternate Commentary Table. That's right. It's not just a commentary table. It's the Alternate Commentary Table.
The other one.
From the other side of the aisle of the railings, as we say, you're listening to Mitch. You're listening to Dimitri. You're listening to the Alternate Commentary Table that is brought to you by the Celebrate Wrestling podcast feed, anywhere where you decide on your accord to stream and listen and like and love your podcasts. You do you. We're going to do us over here. I got to hit you with a couple things right now and some really big news.
Big?
We teased it.
How big is this?
Oh, it's
Do I know
big.
about this?
Oh, you maybe. We'll see how it goes. First thing.
Yeah.
Asked to join the Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page.
Okay. I knew about
You knew
this.
that one.
This one.
You got to do it. It's where all the fun stuff is.
Yes,
it's where everything is happening. It's super great. It's super cool. We love it. It keeps us sane.
Yeah.
It keeps us sane. And during the week, a lot of good banter, and we love it. And here's the other
Was
thing.
it him?
It was him. Yeah. Here's the other thing we got to do.
Okay, go on.
We're the kings of Segway, by the way.
Yeah.
Look, squirrel, keys, shiny. Hey, how you doing? Like, don't put us in a studio.
Ball, square, triangle.
Pop it, twist it, pass it. Listen, don't put us in a studio where there's windows when other people are doing
It's so
stuff.
true. You know, that's their biggest mistake here.
That is. So let's go back. Let's start at the very beginning. Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page. Asked to be a part of it. It's a super fun time. We only got one rule. What? Don't be the kind of person that deserves a chair
shot.
Okay? Second thing you're going to do. You're not just going to listen to our show.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to listen to McGuire on Wrestling that drops it every Sunday.
Great show.
You're going to listen to Legends and Champions that drops it every Wednesday.
Great show.
And I'm going to tell you another thing. You're going to get the bonus pack. His new nickname, not just GW Joe.
Right.
We're calling him Bonus Pack.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
What?
He's in and everywhere.
By the way, did you see a picture? I happened to, I don't know if it was a random Facebook picture and it's like, hey, do you want to be friends with this guy or whatever? GW Joe is GW jacked.
Yeah.
Dude, the dude's jacked.
But that guy took whatever, forget the anti-aging cream.
That's right.
I want that.
I'm telling you right now.
I want that.
Listen, South Carolina George, Tips McGee, you're all going to the side. GW Joe is the new enforcer on the GW Joe. I have no choice but to call this audible.
And
I'm sorry.
And he's a nice guy, which makes me think he's playing possum.
He's possuming it.
Now, breaking news.
Right.
Big news.
Okay.
Huge news.
What do you got?
We teased it like a cheap poster.
I have no idea what you're talking
And then all of a sudden, McGuire let you know official.
Right.
For a limited time only.
Oh.
It's only there for a limited time only. Get to your Celebrate Wrestling websites. Get to your Celebrate Wrestling Facebook groups. Get to anywhere where you celebrate wrestling with us because there are 2 shirts.
2!
And the Greeks mean 2 shirts that are up for sale. But the one that is near and dear in your hearts, that'll get you into any place you want because everybody knows the code. It's a 3-letter code.
Do it.
It's GWO. For life. Since day Anna-ish, the Uzos, us, are giving you shirts that you can purchase for a limited time. All you got to do is put in your subscription order. That subscription order will be put in. Daddy Mike McGuire on the other side is going to take everyone and take all the names, and he's going to cash the checks and get you your apparel. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be part of the GWO, the first step you got to do is you have to have the apparel. You got to have it. You can't be a GW Joe
without it.
If you don't have it.
We can make you GW Joe or GWO, pardon me. The Joe, I'm telling you, I saw his biceps. I was like, this guy's jacked.
He is GWO.
He's in my head.
He is.
You can be GWO all you want. We can give you the accolades. We can give you the highlights. We can do it all. But without the apparel, let's be honest.
We can't confirm it.
You're really not.
You can't get in.
How are you going to tell people you're a GWO without being able to? What I mean, yes, you could tell them, go to Celebrate Wrestling, download this, and you'll hear my name. That's one way.
That's one way.
The easier way and the other way is to say, hey, look at this shirt. It says it.
You don't want them to think that you're telling them lies.
Don't lie to them.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't lie to them.
Don't
Listen, here's where the money's going to go. If you're paying cash, it's in our pockets. So I don't fully advise that. We're Greeks.
Cash.
We live on the cash business.
We'd appreciate the cash.
We want the cash.
We need the cash.
We will take the cash. But here's what we want to do. Okay? Here's what we want to do. We want you to support. We want you to be official GWO.
Right.
Okay? That's the first thing we want you to
Official.
do. Official. The second thing we want you to do is realize that the proceeds, guys, we're not looking to make money on this. Okay? We're not trying to. Hold on. Shh. They don't need to. Mitch, sorry. Can we pause for a sec? Mitch, can I talk to you over here for a sec? They don't need to know that we're making money.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to Greece this summer. I still haven't paid for the full tickets.
Fair enough.
I'm definitely taking some of the money.
Yeah.
But if we just kind of pose it like we're
Yeah,
we're doing something nice, right?
You're totally
But we can't oversell it with like a charity. That'd be like crazy.
Nuts.
But we just tell them like, oh look, we're not making much money, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Good
And
point.
then they'll fall for it.
And this tariff thing is driving me nuts.
Well, we could
and
use
then
that.
the guys in the States are going, well, what about the tariffs?
Well,
And
that's
I'm like, whatever.
That's if they're in the States,
If
they
they're
should.
in, yeah, they gotta
That's
go.
easy for them to buy a shirt.
You know what? You're right. Go.
It's totally cool.
You're right.
Here's the thing, you guys. We don't make much money off these things. And any proceeds that are coming from it really is just going to go back into the show to help make the content better, to get us out there,
Right.
to help bring this Celebrate Wrestling thing to life.
Yeah.
And some other stuff too.
Right.
The thing is, no, we would appreciate it for a limited time only. The reason we're doing it is, again, look, the cost of things. It's really hard without a steady flow, so we want to make it very cost effective for us at the show here, okay, as well as try to make it as cost effective as it is for you to be able to purchase it. But yeah, that'll be one thing. It'll be nice. Get some details. Daddy, if you could put like what'd be funny?
What's that?
This is what he should do. Like in between this, he should just cut in. This is a good idea. If he did like a little soundbite of himself with the jingle, like those infomercials.
I'm Mike McGuire.
Yeah, for a limited time only, get your Greek
He's
World
dancing.
Order T-shirts, right?
I'm seeing him dancing.
Greek World Order T-shirts right here, right here, right now, only for $99.99
With a hula hoop.
with a hula hoop. Yeah. Listen to Daddy and help father in a new era with your GWO shirts.
GWO.
Celebrate.
Real quick, you know what? Can I just say something on behalf of me, the
Don't do
GWO?
it.
I'm going to do it.
Don't
On
do
behalf
it.
of me, the GWO, the Celebrate Wrestling crew. Happy birthday to you.
Oh!
It's your birthday weekend. And the daddy of the daddies.
Let me tell you something.
Happy birthday.
I'm going to tell you something. Daddy, happy birthday to you.
That's right.
We may be a day apart, but
Ole, 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 ole. Ole,
birthday. Happy birthday. Birthday.
Sure. I don't know.
Listen, we may be a day apart, but I like to feel we're side by side because, my friend, I cherish you as a friend. You're like a brother, not just a daddy to us. Happy birthday to you, Mike McGuire. But thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. It's birthday weekend here on the ACT. I said I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. Kid. And I mean those words. He phoned me.
Who?
Who? Daddy phoned me. Who? You know who phoned me.
I heard you.
He's
I heard-
coming. I
Listen.
told him to come. I said,
Okay.
He didn't know if he was if we were serious or not
About the thing.
about the thing.
Oh, no, we're serious.
Oh,
it's happening.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, it's
true.
damn true.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Like
we're happy.
invites go out. They're real.
I told him, I said, listen, I'm like, we're doing Easter. He's got an open door policy.
Of course.
Right? And this is how much of a classy guy the guy is, right? He's
Can't
like,
say no to the boss.
Well, you're not going to say no.
Well,
no,
that's
you
okay.
can't say no to the boss. The guy's doing all the work here.
That's right.
But the thing
Also
is,
a great point.
Well, he's like, well, maybe I could do one at one. Like the guy's already looking to do home and away.
Don't worry, we're taking
Right.
care of it.
Don't worry, we're
it's all
taking-
here.
So we've invited Daddy to Greek Easter. You guys, this is epic.
This is big.
This is big.
The Greek Easter / WrestleMania combination
Greek
is kind of
Easter
like
is WrestleMania for Greeks.
I guess what I'm saying is like a harvest moon, a blood moon. It's like those things that happen like every 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. I don't know how this all works.
It's a dyad in the Force, Mitch.
This is crazy. And then Mike dropped something on me. I don't know if he told you, but the word live and cast were in the same sentence, and we'll see. Could you imagine?
Listen to me.
I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying.
When Daddy says we might be able to make something work,
right?
Oh, it's working.
Can I just say? Did you see the picture of GW Joe? Like the guy's jacked.
But the guy, I kid you not. Who was it? I think it was Andy Evans said it the other day.
Did he say it?
I'm pretty sure it was Andy. It was Stefanos or Andy, one of the two.
Right.
And they're like, whatever that guy's doing, he's like at his age. Like, what the heck?
I thought they were talking about something else.
Oh.
Okay, real quick, let's get into wrestling. That's what people download us for. Can I just start with something?
Yes, they do, but they love this first 10 minutes.
Can I start with something that we all knew was true, but we weren't able to prove it, but we're able to prove it now?
Yeah.
For all that don't know, this is what I do when I'm on my own. I peruse the nets.
He's a peruser.
Long story short is this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and babies, for all the people out there that love to listen to sports, or pardon me, listen to podcasts but watch sports, this, that, and the other. You say to yourself, what kind of person watches NASCAR, watches NHL? Like, what's their IQ? How smart are they? Somebody went out of their way and figured it out. And we have answers. Watch this. Right now, if you watch NASCAR, if you're a NASCAR guy, your IQ is 95.20. Okay, not bad. Pretty good. Not bad.
Okay.
Not great. Not great. Whatever,
If you
right?
ain't first, you're last.
Yes. But then you say to yourself, but I like baseball. Baseball's a numbers game. It's a lot of little things.
That's all they do now.
It's all averages. Good point.
Yeah.
Torpedo bats and all.
Brad Pitt.
101.3. Big jump from NASCAR. It's a
Okay.
big jump. Okay?
That's a big jump.
All of a sudden you're like, you know what? But I prefer the NFL, Dimitri. I prefer the NFL. 105.9.
High IQ.
That's good.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Wait a minute. The NBA, 110.7 IQ if you watch the NBA.
I'm a little surprised.
I was a little surprised on that one too. I'm not going to lie to you.
Like, it's really two guys doing all the work.
True. But then you're like, wait a minute. One of the major sports is out. NHL, 112.3. That makes sense. I don't know why, but it makes sense. Hockey, skating around.
Fast pace.
Like, you're like, okay.
You know why?
They seem like smart guys.
If you're watching hockey, you're interpreting data.
Right.
At basically AI levels.
But what trumps it all?
No.
Is the new major league sport.
No.
The one that we all covet and listen to each and every week. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans have an IQ of 112.6, beating out the NHL by just the slimmest of margins, but beating them out nevertheless. We are the smartest sports fans out there. So if you're an NHL guy and a WWE guy, you're brilliant.
Basically, that's the sports show.
You're Einstein.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
So who's the smartest in the room?
Who is the smartest in the room?
Celebrate wrestling. That's fantastic.
Wrestling's not real. Oh, really? I'd like to rebuttal, sir, and we win the discussion.
Wrestling's fake. Yeah, really? Let me tell you what's not fake. My IQ over yours.
Done.
So go back to your little NASCAR.
Go over here.
Vroom.
Go watch your little cars running around in a circle.
Vroom, vroom.
Hey, watch out. Don't make a right turn. Only lefties here.
NASCAR, more like no car.
Exactly. Speaking of cars.
Wrestling.
I don't know. Let's get into it. All right.
Sure.
Last week. Let's start with Raw this week. Okay, real quick. So they're in Europe last week. They did a 3-week tour of all of Europe.
I'm doing 3 weeks this summer.
You know what? That's a good way to do it.
I'm doing a European tour.
You know what
Not
you really should do? You should go to all the cities that the WWE was in.
My goodness.
And be like, hey, what'd you guys actually think? And get the real news.
You know what?
Real locker room talk.
Hey. So, sorry, guys. You had to see it. Mitch just gave me, he pointed. We need video.
I'm a pointer.
Listen, we need video.
Yeah.
Daddy, you know what? Buy your GWO shirts.
Do it.
We're going to take that extra cabbage and we're going to put it into marketing. If you want to see
And
the
cameras.
And cameras.
You want OnlyFans? We'll give you only Greeks.
Only Greeks. That's right. That is like, yeah, both that Easter invite. I think I'm good.
I think I'm busy.
Yeah.
Something came up.
Hey, a triple threat for Greeks are low numbers.
Okay, so I'm watching Raw. Okay, let's get into it.
Let it go.
I'm watching Raw, and Dimitri, I got to be honest, the big talk on the internets and everything else, and I'm starting noticing it myself. Cody, John, Cody.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, February 1st. Follow me on this. They're sitting there chatting. They're doing their thing. The situation happened. Oh my God, John Cena, blah, blah, blah. A month has gone by. We're now into April.
Yeah.
They've spoken a few times. There was a couple of weeks where there was no talking. Now they've spoken for a few weeks. And no physical interactions up until last week, but who cares about that? But Dimitri, the big talk right now is what's going on with John Cena? What's going on with the Cody Rhodes? Because people are not as excited as they were a month ago. A month ago, the world was on tilt.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it. For some reason, this is not hitting the right way or the way we all thought it was going to hit. Granted, they had a big runway, right? Like we talked about this. But something's missing, bro. Something's missing. Thoughts on what are we doing? We're heading into WrestleMania. We're 20-something days away, less than.
Less than.
What are we doing, bro?
Look, I've been thinking about this because I hear it. I hear what you're hearing. I see what you're seeing.
Do you?
I understand what you're saying. But ladies and gentlemen, I got to say this. If there's one thing that I've learned over the last little bit with the WWE is trust the process. Okay. Just trust the process.
All right.
In my personal assessment, I think that you're look at who's part of the main event. Let's get to the Elimination Chamber, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Sure. Elimination Chamber, before it happens, we have John Cena, super baby face, coming in. We love him. Is this the coup de grace? Is this the fine? It's the last time, right? All that stuff. Can he do it? Will John Cena make his way?
Right.
Our loved and beloved. So that happens.
Okay.
Until what happens, and you get a little Rock.
Okay.
And you get a little Cena, and you get a little Rhodes, and you get the wrestling world doing a full 180 because the unthinkable just happened. Oh my goodness. But here's the main players. You got The Rock and Cena.
Okay.
Think about this for a second.
And they haven't mentioned The Rock at all.
I know.
That's the other thing the internets are talking about.
I know. And I think listen,
Okay.
You're talking about two major Hollywood stars
Right.
who only come back to wrestling when their schedules actually are permitting.
Right.
Right. So number one, I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing a little bit of filler because the schedules aren't aligning. They say, listen.
I get it.
Okay.
But there's no reason not to bring them up, though.
Hold on. Follow me.
I know you're on a heater,
Follow
but I'm just
me.
trying to. Because I'm hearing like Matty Smith right
Yeah.
now. He's yelling into the phone.
He's yelling.
like, hey, what's he talking about?
It's like he's phoning his Greek
South
relatives
Carolina
in
George.
Greece.
He's throwing, South Carolina George.
Yeah.
He's ripping the microphone off the wall and throwing it against the wall.
The guy still has a rotary phone, you guys.
He's pissed.
Crazy over there.
Very upset.
Very upset.
Don't make George mad.
Listen, don't upset the Greeks, okay?
Just don't do it.
Just don't upset the Greeks. So there's that.
Yeah.
Then there's the other side where John Cena, he's playing it.
Okay.
Listen, when it comes to poker, Texas Hold'em,
Right.
There's the flop, there's the turn,
Right.
and then there's the river. They are right now, they're slow burning it. They have a longer runway than normal. They understand limited time. The three main players in that whole WrestleMania main event are the two of the biggest movie action stars in the world that have limited schedules. So they got to do a little filler. But there's a reason. I've been watching it and I'm following it.
Okay.
There's a reason. John Cena is keeping his mouth shut in a weird way.
Right.
Like he's not trying to fight him. He's not trying to hit him.
Right.
He's keeping his mouth shut because he has something planned. And mark my words, the week before WrestleMania, we're going to see some stuff.
I think you're right. And I do agree with everything you're saying. It's like the runway was so long. It's like, okay, we gave you guys like 2 weeks where they didn't talk or whatever. Then it's just one guy coming out, and the other guy's like, where are you? And then blah, blah. And so lately we've gotten lucky where they've been in the same ring. John Cena attacks him the other day. Cody grabs him, put him in the Cody cutter. So he does his thing. You're right. Probably the week before. So it's all about like follow me, right? It's all about that.
Well, you got to remember, sorry, Mitch, here's the other thing. John Cena's whole thing is, I don't give you all what you think you want. I give you what I give you.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I love that.
From the day it started, we were all like, I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Out of 10, how much do you want to see it now? Like as of right now, today, right here, you went from a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Are you still at a 10 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
You're at a 9.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I've dropped dramatically. I'm like at a 6.
Can I tell you why?
I've dropped to a 6, bro. I'm not happy. Because right now I'm looking at the situation and I'm like, you know what? I just look at it going, you guys know what we want. And you're right. They're going to give it all to us at the end. But just give me a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit. Get me interested. Because, buddy, with all that being said, the Jey Uso and the Gunther thing fell so far behind where now I'm starting to like it a little bit more.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm starting to like what I see.
I'm glad you brought that up. Listen to me. Why I say it's still a 9 out of 10, because, again, I'm trusting the process. They're not going to let one of the biggest main events of a potential passing of the torch go by the wayside with people that are so experienced. And we got to talk Triple H,
right?
John Cena, The Rock.
Okay.
They're all in on it. Okay. They understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's going to be big and it's going to be impactful. Now, how big it's going to be, don't worry, I'll get to that.
Okay. What were your thoughts on...
Now, when we go into the Gunther, is that where you're going?
Yeah.
They saved the day with their promo on Monday.
Yes.
Because...
The promo or the situation?
The whole thing, the whole situation. Like, you know... At first, I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mitch, I go, you know, I was getting upset with the promo because I'm like, wait a sec. So is Gunther just there to win the title? Like, this is the Sami Zayn of last year with the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
With just the World Heavyweight Championship. Where instead of Chad Gable riling up the Sami Zayn, now we got the one Uso riling up the other. You can do it, but I don't believe in myself. But you can do it, and I'm gonna do it.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, no. Until what happened on Monday.
That's right.
The zip tie, by the way, way better than the handcuff.
Can I? Well, see, funny you bring that up because it's literally going through my mind. Doesn't it just show you what kind of society like England is, where they're like a handcuff? What is this? 1960s? We use zip ties here.
Zip ties here.
We're zip tie people here.
Yeah, you try getting out of the zip tie. Listen,
you can't.
The bloodiness.
To your point with the zip tie, you can't get out of it. There's no key for the zip tie.
No. There's no key. Listen, it's scissors or grit.
It's one or the other.
Like, you don't get anything.
You get nothing else.
You get nothing. But here's the thing.
Is it tight? Sure is. Sorry, go on.
But you do. You do what you do.
I'm just saying.
Before we get in trouble, I'm going to move on.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
So, the blood.
Yeah.
The overdoing it to the point where now it's cringe.
He looked like a butcher.
Yeah, dude.
At Easter.
Now I'm sitting here and I'm saying, AEW, hey, we'll get to you.
That's how you do
when
it.
when you want a cringe moment,
That's
you
right.
do a cringe moment with Impact. Now I'm like, oh my goodness, this Gunther guy is crazy.
Yeah.
He's for real, and he did like this was like a Jake the Snake Roberts Macho Man thing for me.
Okay.
Where I was watching the Snake bike, the Macho Man,
Right.
and you're like, oh my goodness, man.
You know, can we talk about that for one quick second?
Of course we can.
Like, we've all seen the reels in the movie. When Macho Man's like, okay, you got the poison out of that thing, right? And he's like, yeah, I got it out. Okay, great. You got the poison out. You still let a snake
Yeah.
bite you.
And he was trying to wiggle it off. Remember, they tell the
Yeah,
story.
and
He was
they couldn't
trying to
get it off.
He can't get it off.
You let a snake
Okay.
bite you.
Okay. If you're Macho Man,
Yeah.
the late great, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
But let's say the Macho Man and Jake Roberts, do they look at the Moxley and the Cope and be like, amateurs?
100%.
Like, that's a snake.
a snake.
Like, what if the snake went rogue? Like, Venom out, okay?
With all due
Follow me on
respect,
this.
how do they know they can't reproduce venom? Like, what are they? Biologists all of a sudden? How do they know?
And, yeah, exactly, right? Because
there.
those Venoms, they come...
Oh, they do reproduce venom? Whoopsies.
And how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Listen, I myself have gotten a devenomization, if you will. And even me, I'm scared.
I don't even know what that means.
But you know what it means. And you never know.
I don't even know what that means.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Right.
Okay? Here's the thing.
Sure.
The snake.
Yeah.
What if it went rogue and went for the neck? Like,
What
you
if
can't
it went
talk.
rogue?
Like, Cope and Moxley talk to each other. I'm going to put the spikes down.
Right.
I'm going to suplex you kind of like this.
Good
You
point.
Go angle, go here. Jake can't turn around and be like, you know, well,
Yeah, hey,
hey,
listen,
Damien.
Snakey.
Damien, he's a buddy of mine.
Oh, Damien. Yeah,
Damien,
sorry.
yeah,
it's
you
Damien.
kinda-
No, it wasn't Damien. It was a different kind of snake.
No, it was Damien.
Was it Damien?
That was Damien.
That was Damien?
You're talking about the yellow boa that came after. I think it was.
No, I'm just saying, like, was it a boa that bit him or was it a cobra? Because, dude, I don't think boas normally bite. Anyways, the point is, snaky. Damien.
You're right.
Whatever.
Boas are constrictors.
They're constrictors.
That was a cobra. It had to
That
have
was
been
a cobra. So Kobe.
What?
What?
The point being,
Yeah, right.
looking like they're amateurs.
Yeah.
But back to Gunther and Jim here.
Speaking of amateurs.
Speaking of amateurs. Mitch and Dimitri on the alternate commentary table. Mike,
Live, unlive,
you know what I
right
love?
here.
Mike is such a professional that when he listens to us, he short circuits like in between shows.
He's
upset.
He's upset.
But anyways,
Yeah.
point being is this. Saved the promo.
Yeah.
I have a hate on for the Gunther.
Right.
Now I really want Jay to
Yes.
get after him. Like, this is
good. Side question, and we'll get it closer. I'll ask the same question again the week before WrestleMania or the night before WrestleMania. Can Jay hold the belt? Just quick, yes or no. Can he do it? And we'll get more into if he can or can't when the time comes. Because here's my problem with Jay right now.
I don't think he can long term.
I think me and you, as much as we love to be different, we're the same. I don't know. I don't know. Because, buddy, the one thing Gunther proved to me during that whole melee and that craziness and the blood's all over him, he's not that kind of wrestler, right? But it suited him. You know what I mean? Like, it worked. You know what I mean? Like, he's that non-emotional dude. He got crazy, got mad. I'm going to prove to you why you shouldn't mess with me. And he's covered and dripping in blood. Where reverse the roles. It doesn't work as well. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Listen, this also fits into my whole theory.
Yeah.
I do still think Jay's going to win.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I
Right?
do too, yeah. Something major would have to happen for me to change my vote right now. Yeah. But it could happen.
It could have happened.
But speaking of that, let's get to the final match, the main event. Bianca Belair's refereeing a little Io Sky, Rhea Ripley. Okay? It obviously, so it ended where Rhea Ripley gets disqualified. So now it's set. It's Io versus Bianca. That's it. Here we go. Or is it? We don't know. We all know it's going to be a triple threat match, and it should be. I am looking forward to this match. I'm telling you right now, hot take of the week. This will be the match of the last year. Me and you chose, or at least I did. I don't know. I can't remember if you did or not. Jay versus Jimmy is going to be the match of the year because these two are brothers. They're identical. It's going to be great. Boy, were we wrong on that one.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know, man. I think this could be match of the year. This is going to be that good. I'm excited for it. I really need them three to be in it. I hope they don't try to pull off some weird thing where they're like, no, we're just going to go with Io and Bianca. But right now, Rhea Ripley, it's weird. She was the champ. She loses it. Or not loses it. She got hurt. So Liv takes over. Liv does phenomenal. Gives it back to Rhea. Rhea loses it to Io weeks before WrestleMania, which is so unprecedented, so weird, so different. And now it's going to be Bianca and Io, rightfully, quote unquote. But dude, I'm starting to like. Is the WWE of this smart where they're like, we want you to like Rhea so much, we're willing to put our money on it. Tell us why. Like, we want you guys to yearn for it. And in a weird way, I'm starting to cheer for Rhea now. It's the weirdest thing because I didn't think I was a Rhea guy.
Oh, I am, and I've always been. Normally, one of my pet peeves is for a while, the WWE would be making people fight that are in the main event ahead of the show.
Yeah.
And even on Monday, I'm like, why do they got to mess with each other before the show?
Right.
Like, can we just wait to get there? But they did a good job with this, where it's like, you're the referee and you're fighting this person. So they're really tying it all together.
Can I just say Bianca's a horrible referee?
Not great.
Not good.
And you know what?
And a little unbiased.
You can't be whiny.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not an easy job.
It's not. You know what? She actually showed everyone being a referee is hard.
Yeah, it really is. Actually.
No joke, right?
Respect. Are you doing power rankings?
You know what? I'm going to throw it in there. I am doing power rankings, but I didn't think of that.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, I'm writing it down. I'm changing the rankings.
There might be. So here's, yeah, it's great. But I actually liked it.
I found this place.
You found the place. Okay. And it works well. And it works very, very well. You know what I want to know? Who at the end of the power ranking, when you're done?
Yeah.
Tell me who got the bump.
Oh, I'll tell you who got the bump. All right.
Oh, you got the bump, Jerry. I'm loving it, Mitch. I'm loving it. It's great. And it should be in there. But I feel somehow Io's coming out on this one.
You know what? And this is the beauty of it. Each of the wrestlers, you can justify it in any way.
Yeah.
Bianca gets it. Yeah, that makes sense. Rhea gets it. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Io gets it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a well done triple threat.
It's an absolute perfect scenario. Really, like they can't mess that one up. It doesn't matter how the situation runs out. It's going to work out nicely.
Okay.
I look forward to our bets when the time comes.
Can't wait.
We move over to the AEW. Why? Well, they're kind of next. You got Dynamite, but they got a pay-per-view this weekend called Dynasty. Mm-hmm. So, may I say, Dynamite, Dynasty,
Greek words.
Too close. Too close.
Greek words.
I know they're Greek, but what I'm saying is, okay, your weekly show is called Dynamite. The pay-per-view, call it Explosion. Dynamite, Dynasty, too close. Too much.
Can I tell you, I was thinking about this. I thought about it because I was listening to McGuire on wrestling last Sunday.
Yeah.
With him and the Meltzer were
I listened to it too. You're not better than me.
Yeah, well,
I'm just telling you.
I got a gloss. I said it first.
Well, you did.
I listened to it before you did.
You did.
Okay.
No, well, what day did you listen to?
Well, when did you?
No, I'm asking you first. I asked first.
Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I was like Saturday morning after the show. Sorry. Did I say Sunday morning?
Did I say that I listened to it on Saturday? I didn't.
Actually, Mike gave me the original.
So Mike called me and goes, hey, do you want to interview Meltzer yourself? And I said, yeah.
Listen, I am Mike. I did the show.
So I was talking to you?
Dave, Dimitri, hello.
Well
shocker.
done, well done.
So what I was saying is AEW, they are so good at their pay-per-views. Okay?
Yes.
Like, they nail them out of the park.
We're going to talk about it.
But here's what I noticed.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Dynasty. Revolution.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I go, there's no identity outside of All In.
Right.
WWE, follow me now. It's like, this is the season of the Royal Rumble.
Right.
This is the season of the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
This is the season of the Survivor Series, the Summer Slam.
Right.
Like, you hear these words and you're like, oh, this is the time of year that it is.
Yeah.
With AEW, outside of All In, that I know is an August summer event.
Which is like their WrestleMania.
And we've accepted it. This is All In.
But they could do a little bit better marketing that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But to your point, Dynasty, Revolution, all this stuff.
all one and the same.
I go, it doesn't mean anything.
I put
to
it
me.
in the same category as Backlash. Yeah, I do. I honestly, if this has more, to your point, that's where there's an opportunity rather than call it like giving them grief right now or giving them heck. How about like take on an opportunity? What is Dynasty? Like, what is Dynasty? Is that your Elimination Chamber? Is that your Royal Rumble?
Exactly.
Tell us what you're doing here. Show us.
Forbidden Door, I get it. Okay, this is the crossover.
Right.
This is Marvel versus DC.
It's like
we understand
a
it.
black hole.
Sure.
Come in, come out.
Okay.
The Matrix is broken. I get it.
Whatever.
But to everything else, no idea what the heck is going on.
Zero.
Nothing.
Zero.
So they start the show off with a little John Moxley, Swerve, tornado match with the ladies jumping in. Little Maria Shafir, little Willow Nightingale. Okay. See, here's the thing. You got a pay-per-view come in on Sunday, okay?
Yeah.
I know they got the Collision on the Saturday. But how is this supposed to pump me up? How is this pumping me up?
Can we talk about my point where I said usually I don't like people fighting before they need to fight?
Yeah.
And then I said the triple threat, but
Sure.
it happened to work. My point.
This is what I'm saying.
My point.
I don't mind that they want to have an interaction, a debate, a crossover, as you say. But this doesn't work.
See, in my opinion,
Yeah.
if I'm the booker,
Right.
why not just have Shafir and Willow duke it out while they're just in the corner?
There you go.
Because they ended the show last week with a little friction.
That's a good way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that a lot. And so during that show, not a lot. Honestly, that show was like, I would honestly say it was a heavy, just C+. Like it was just like it was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was just there. It was just a show you put together.
If it's your first test of the semester, you're like, all right, you're not disappointed, you're not mad, you're not feeling great about it, but you can't have that on the midterm.
Well, this
what
is
happened
what I'm saying.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it just right in the middle.
Can I tell you what the greatest thing AEW did in the calendar week?
Sure.
The poster.
What poster?
Tony Storm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the Greek.
Body.
Body.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
As I go through Dynamite, the one thing I'll give them some accolades for is they announced the Owen Hart tournament. Now, for all us Calgary contingent, us specifically, the Mike McGuire, last year, we were fans. Calgary Stampede, greatest outdoor show on earth. It's precedent. Over 100 years in the making. Great show last year. It was fun. Mm-hmm. It's where it all happened.
Yeah.
It was where it all happened.
Yeah.
Right? The Tony Storm, she got attacked. All that stuff happened. So, like, this show has juice. It's got meat on the bone.
Oh, yeah.
They said, nah, you know what? Scottsdale, Arizona this year. All right, Tony, whatever. I'm sure he's a little upset with our comments about the board, about the video board. You know what? That's on you, Tony.
See,
not on me. That's on you.
I would have done the pay-per-view or the tournament in Hartford.
Hartford.
Oh, in Hartford.
Well done. I like that.
That's just me, though.
So
Can I say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, go. Yeah. No, let's finish.
This Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. As a Calgarian.
Yeah.
As a wrestling fan.
Yep.
And as someone that even grew up very close to the family.
Exactly.
I love. There will never be a point for me where there's anything wrong about this.
Agreed. Yeah.
But here's the enhancement.
Sure.
You want to give me water? Let's flavor the water.
Okay.
Okay? Like when you go to a spa.
Yeah.
And you see the water with a little cucumber in it.
Okay.
You're not sure, but you try it and you say,
better than I thought.
How'd I never think of that?
Huh.
Better than I thought, like you say, Mitch.
How about I take it to your next point?
Sure.
Did you not just say 2 seconds ago, all these pay-per-views you had, what does one mean for the other? The Owen Hart tournament. Why isn't this its own pay-per-view like King, Queen of the Ring? You said this. I didn't say it.
Who's the King of Hearts?
That's what I'm saying. Just saying.
Hey.
So it's been announced. The roster's announced. You got a little Will Ospreay taking on Kevin Knight. We'll get to that in a second. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Kevin Knight gets in because Jay White got attacked by the Death Rider.
Instead of the Money in the Bank.
Right.
And instead of the whole stupid Christian Cage contract rip-off copy of Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
What if the winner of the Owen Hart tournament
Yeah.
challenges the world champion?
Listen to this. That's a pen dropping. That's a pen drop.
Are you Tony Khan or Tony Can't?
It sounds like he can't. He can't figure this out. Is what he can't
You better
do.
phone the ACT right now.
Brody King, my guy, taking Takeshita. Like, why do you guys keep setting him up for disaster? What did he ever do to you?
I say he wins.
He should win, and he better win.
He better.
Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher, another one. I mean, that's kind of a gimme.
Right
And then
away.
you got the Hangman Page taking on a wild card. I like this wild card.
I love it too.
I like it. Okay.
But
so
the wild card should be a joker.
Right. But the wild card shouldn't be a wild card. You know why?
Why?
Why should they get a wild card? Why a wild card? You got a heavy roster. There's no reason you can't tell us who the guy or the person is.
Oh, fair.
Right? Let's go into the women's division.
Sure.
Jamie Hayter, a.k.a. Becky Lynch, right? Taking on Billy Starks. Okay. Thunder Rosa versus Chris Stanlander. And then in the other division, you got a Julia Hart, Mercedes Moné. And then my new favorite, Harley Cameron versus Athena. I'm telling you, as I look at these two Raw, like the women and men's division, this is a pay-per-view.
I want me my Athena.
This is a pay-per-view.
Listen, call me the Greek bias.
It's okay.
Follow me on this right
I will.
now. Follow me on this right
I'm
now.
listening. I know. Okay. I figured it out.
Athena.
I figured it out.
Megan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
She's GWO.
GWO.
Send her the garb.
Send her the garb.
Send her the stuff. Okay, a couple more things out of Dynamite before we get over to what we're going to do. Bobby Lashley. What's your thoughts on Bobby Lashley not accepting MJF? I get it and I don't get it.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, okay, cool, but please don't tell me we're breaking this thing up.
I hope not. I hope not. Like, it would be silly to break it all
Mitch,
up.
what are we doing?
Especially when the bread hasn't risen yet.
No.
Like, it's in the middle phase. We're 10 minutes into the bake. Come on, let it bake first before we go do it.
Open it to peak.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Let the oven do the work. Or the bread maker.
Right. And if you let MJF in, okay, you let him in. But to break it up?
Speaking of bread maker,
Yeah.
where's the rainmaker?
Oh, we're getting to that. Oh, no, we're not, because he's not in it. So let's quickly talk about, before we get to the end here, a little about the pay-per-view this week. Huge shout out to our boy, GWO Elite status, Golden Elite status.
Platinum preferred.
Tips McGee sends out a message, goes, hey, from one degenerate to another. And he's talking about us, by the way.
Obviously.
He goes, I got the WWF wrestling odds, and I'm sending it over to you guys. And he sent it in the Celebrate Wrestling page. Ladies and gentlemen, Dynasty's happening this April 6th in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, Greek.
Brotherly love.
Just
My
saying.
birthday of a Greek day.
I
Brotherly
think
love, Greek word.
We all know where this is going. So,
Okay.
with the Tips McGee sending us the numbers, and we love to do a little gambling, and the main event happening, the pay-per-view all happening, here we go.
Okay.
Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. Adam Cole is a minus 400 versus the Daniel Garcia at a plus 250. What do you got on this one?
Yeah, I think they're giving it to Adam Cole.
This is easy money. Take Garcia and run. Listen, it look like the odds are all for Adam Cole. But here's the scenario.
You're thinking trap bet?
This is the trap rat bet of the year.
See, I think it's a trap bet to take the Garcia.
You take the Garcia because here's the thing. Ratings don't lie. Adam Cole, your undisputed kingdom, you guys have nothing right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Why would they give the belt to this guy hoping that it's going to work? Put your money on the Daniel Garcia to retain and still TNT champion. We move on. To the tag team championships. Hurt Syndicate taking on the Learning Tree.
Okay.
What do you got in that one?
I got
that one has no odds.
Yeah, that's Hurt Syndicate. The Learning Tree is about to get uprooted, if you will.
I agree with that. I mean, just from the microphone point of view.
That's it.
Another one, the AEW Trios Championship. It's the Death Riders, no Pant Pac and his boys. A minus 800.
Minus 800.
Taking on the rated FTR at a plus 425.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, you don't even touch this one because they're going to retain.
Right.
And in order for you to make your money, you got to bet high stakes.
High stakes.
I'm in the risk management business.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do this one.
Don't do it.
This one's easy money.
Let it go.
Let it go. A qualifying match for the Hart tournament is Julia Hart. Hart,
What?
you say? Taking on Mercedes Moné. Now, there's no odds on this one either. Here's the thing. You got to give it to the Moné. But it makes all the sense in the world to give it to the Hart, too.
Don't pick with your heart. Bet with your Monet.
Good. Well done. Well done on that one. God, I love having you on the show with me. AEW Women. No, we won't do that. Qualifying match, another one. Will Ospreay taking on Kevin Knight. No odds on this one either. You got to go Will Ospreay.
You got to go.
This one's a no.
Just for the ratings.
The fact that there's no money line on this shows you it's an automatic win.
Vegas isn't really happy.
They're not dumb. They're not there for fun.
No, they're
You know
not.
what I mean?
No, they're not.
Let's jump over. Let me see. Okay, let's jump over to the AEW Women's World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Timeless Toni Storm.
Oh.
Taking on the greatest GWO. Already a Hall of Famer, and she hasn't even retired. It's Megan Bayne. Opolis, by the way. I throw her in the Opolis part.
Yeah.
Okay?
Benopoulos.
Timeless is a minus 700 versus the Megan. Minus 700. You know us Greeks, we love to gamble. What are we doing?
I'll tell you what we do.
What are we doing?
I'll tell you what you do.
What are we doing?
There's a trap bet,
Okay.
and then there's a trap bet.
Right.
There's just sometimes there's things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
How do you give two Greek guys a microphone to do a show?
Mike still doesn't know
That's
how it
He
happened.
doesn't know. And it's the same reason why we can't figure out why Megan Bayne is going to be and new champion. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's happening.
I'm telling you.
You're right.
I have a high conviction, as we say in the investment business.
I love it.
And a high conviction that it's gonna happen.
So you said to yourself,
telling you.
a minus 700, that's an automatic. But these guys went against it. Here's another one. The three-way match that Dimitri only dreams about. It's Kenny Omega taking on Ricochet. Taking on Speedball Bailey. Pardon me. Kenny Omega is a minus 2,000 in this match. A minus 2,000. Listen, I might have been in this game for a little while back in the day. I'm just going to tell you guys all this. That's basically the guarantee of guarantees of the guarantee. You can't fight this one. This is God coming down and telling you, Kenny Omega will retain.
Ricochet, 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 ricochet. It's going to happen.
What? He's a plus 700. That's some nice money.
Oh.
Buddy, you know what? I might put tips. Put me down.
Tips.
Put me down for a dime, tippies.
We'll give you all the GWO proceeds.
Final number.
Scandal.
It's the one of all. It's the AEW World Championship belt.
Yeah.
It's Jon Moxley at a minus 140 versus the Swerve Strickland at a plus 100. These are normal odds.
These are normal odds.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I am actually really intrigued to watch this because I don't know.
Listen, I'm going to go with what makes the most amount of sense. If everything you say happens and Megan wins, then John will retain.
Yeah.
If Megan loses and Timeless keeps her belt, then Swerve will take over the belt.
Yeah.
That's my 5 a steady pick of the week.
That's amazing.
You know what else is amazing?
What's that?
The ACT Power Ranking.
Okay.
But this week I changed the name. Well, I'm using one of the names that was thrown at us. It's the Olafetta Power Rankings.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Makes total sense.
All the sense in the world. Here we go.
If we had to pick one, who's the feta and who's the olive of the ACT out of me and you?
Oh, you're the feta.
I'm the feta.
Yeah, you smell it.
You're the olive.
I'm the olive.
Salty.
Salty.
You're salty.
And I got a pit. Got a rock hard pit in the middle.
I don't know what that means.
At number 5, this is the one I changed. The referees. Respect to the referee. You get dangled, you get pushed around, you're trying to stop guys from attacking people, and you never get the respect you do. Referees at number 5. Who got knocked out? It was Rusev. Heard he got signed. I was like, You know what, WWE? Thanks for bringing him back. But then I was like, where are you going to put him? What are you going to do with him?
What are you going to do?
Referee at number 5.
Like it.
At number 4, the Judgment Day. There's something brewing over there.
They got to win.
The Liv doesn't like how Finn talks to the rest of the team. And you know, back in the day, they used to say, watch out for what the ladies want to pull away. Because let's call it what it is. She tells Dom, hey, you take care of business. She's going to take care of business.
No, I'm saying.
Done. At number 3, you might call him Ricky Saints. I call him Johnny Sins. He's the new North American champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it. But my question is, and we'll talk about it more next week, isn't it too soon?
Johnny Sins nenever goes too soon.
Are you sure?
I mean,
are you
sure?
I feel like he won the belt too soon. He might have been too. He came across too fast. At number 2, can I just be honest with you? CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Maybe you should be closing out WrestleMania. Maybe Mike was right. I know that the word's out now that it's going to be Cody and John. But the more I think about it, I think I want this to close it out. I think he's right.
I'll get to that.
And at number 1, listen, we're all anticipating Monday. I can't wait. We're in Minnesota. Grande Americano. Yeah, that's right. The Lucha. He's in. Buddy, listen. All props to Chad Gable. Yeah, he is pulling this off as good as he can possibly do it. I love it. It's Grande Americano in Minnesota. Lucha on Monday. Number 1 on the Olafetta Power Ranking here on the ACT.
Now listen, there's the power rankings, and then there's a sour ranking. And ladies and babies, I was thinking about it for a bit. I go, you know what? I always give a chair shot of the week, but I go, the chair shot's not my thing.
It's not yours.
The
chair shot
is Mitch's thing. It's his coined term. He's got,
mine.
For crying out loud, he's got a shirt that's named after it. So I went to the lab. I went deep. Yeah. I dug hard. And I said, what gives me the most childhood trauma as a Greek child growing up that's not a chair shot?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was that wooden spoon. It was the wooden spoon on the open palms.
It's basically our chair shot that we took for years.
This was the Greek child chair shot. It was the wooden spoon on the butt. Yeah. It was the wooden spoon on the open palms. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'm still telling myself I'm a better person for it. But I feel that I am. I'm going to give some wooden spoons of the week.
Yeah, I like it.
Out right now.
Boom.
Wooden spoon of the week, first off, goes to AJ Styles. Why? Because you're experienced enough to know that when someone's pointing to the WrestleMania sign to have the WrestleMania point moment for the TV cameras in Logan Paul, you don't stand in front of them. You don't block the shot. You move out of the way.
Get out of the way, AJ.
Second wooden spoon goes to the camera guy, who obviously was there watching the whole thing happen, who could have moved out of the way.
Well said.
You get a wooden spoon of the week. And another wooden spoon of the week that I want to throw to is you, Roman Reigns. Why? I'll tell you why.
Okay.
At Survivor Series, You needed your family there. You had to get the band back together. To the point that the wise man even called in one of his old recruits. And when Jimmy is bleeding and Jay is zip-tied, you can't come in.
Where was he?
To help your family? Because I'm too big telling CM Punk where to put a highlighter each week on a sign a contract.
That was kind of funny, though.
It was really good.
It was good, pretty good.
Really good.
Not bad.
But the wooden spoon of wooden spoons, like now when it's like, oh, these didn't work.
Yeah.
Now mom's got to reach in the drawer and grab the thick, deep wooden spoon that's got the girth in it that she saves really for the big pastas or the big stews.
Yeah.
Like that. I'll tell you who the wooden spoon.
Mama spoon.
The mama spoon. It comes out and it goes to every single wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you all because you can't see it. And I'm doing where we talked about the dyad in the force or the stars aligning at the top of the show. I can't believe that I'm giving the first ever wooden spoon.
Yeah.
And what if?
What if?
In the same segment.
Right.
Mitch.
Yeah.
You talked about it.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Roman Reigns.
Got it.
Wise Man.
All right.
CM Punk.
Gotta love
and
it.
while everyone's debating whether or not CM Punk is closing the show on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Or if he's closing the show on the Sunday.
Good point.
Ladies and gentlemen, what if CM Punk is closing the show on both days? What? Because you know what's going to happen? It's Roman Reigns. It's Seth Rollins. It's CM Punk. It's night one.
Right.
And whatever happens there is going to happen there. And that's all fine and dandy because Paul Heyman doesn't mince his words. He says, you're closing the show. CM Punk says, that's not the favor I'm asking because the favor that he's asking is that on night two, when we know that Cody Rhodes is going to close it out against John Cena.
Right.
The favor that's getting cashed in is that CM Punk, Paul Heyman, John Cena, and the reveal of the final boss, The Rock, join together to give CM Punk his closing WrestleMania moment.
Oh, God.
Where what if he's in a new triple threat where he wins the title and walks out of WrestleMania as the new undisputed champion.
What?
Right there for the taking.
Okay. Real quick. That's a lot to take in. We'll go through it next week. I like it. I don't understand how we would get there. All I know is this. That GW Joe would be livid if it all happened. And after seeing what I saw, I don't want to make that gentleman mad. No. I don't want to make him upset.
He'll fly down.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. It's the ACT. The alternate scenario? Sure, I might got one. I might have one. Sure. So it's time for alternate scenario.
Ooh.
With John Cena, most likely, and Dimitri basically says it's not going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. If John Cena was to win his 17th, great. He ends the year. But somewhere down the line, he's got to give that belt. Who's next in line after John Cena to take over wrestling?
Okay. Oh, that's a good... Tag me in. Okay, so look. Roman Reigns is a gimme. Cody Rhodes is a gimme.
Right.
But if there's anyone that's next in line, I like me a little CM Punk, but more so to that, I think it's Drew McIntyre.
Tag me in. That's exactly who I had in my mind. Because you say CM Punk, but he's older. Gunther was another guy in my head.
But he's kind of there already.
He is, but he's not. I think the Drew is what we all need and want.
Yeah.
He's got it. Listen, Drew McIntyre drops some beautiful bombs sometimes. He drops some beautiful lines.
Can I throw you an alternate scenario?
Right, go ahead.
Alternate scenario.
All right.
If it wasn't John Cena in the main event against Cody Rhodes, would you have wanted a Roman Reigns 3 or do you pick someone else?
When you say Roman Reigns 3,
like
what do you mean?
Cody versus Roman 3.
Oh, no. I couldn't bear to watch that again. Your little rant there intrigues me. It intrigues me for a variety of different reasons.
Was it what you were thinking earlier?
No, it isn't. I had something else in my brain.
Buddy, I'm telling you.
You're not crazy. And if we've learned anything, because we are the smartest sports fans in the world.
We are. We're fans.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
There it is. ACT. One time for you. We love you. Boom. Take care of it. And all I'm going to say is this. Tiffany Stratton, we need you to clean up. I need you to clean up some stuff. Just clean up some stuff. Okay?
Lock it in.
Just lock it in. Pretend like we're professionals.
You know what?
Lock it in.
But everyone, lock it in.
Because if you don't, Nikita will come and get it.
But look, I'll tell you what is possible. What's possible is if you do a couple things. The first thing is sign up to the Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page, subscribe to the Celebrate Wrestling channel. Anywhere where you're streaming your podcast, you're going to get a whole catalog of amazing shows between the ACT with Mitch and Dimitri to McGuire on Wrestling to Legends and Champions and GW Joe, who's the GW glue of the whole thing because he's everywhere and anywhere. And the guy's jacked.
Bench everybody.
The guy's jacked. He's like 82 years old. Okay, he's collecting.
He's 82?
He's jacked.
Jiznat.
Okay.
Yeah, he's jacked. He's a big boy.
Here's the thing. The other thing you got to do that is possible is support the show. 2 shirts coming at you.
2 shirts?
2 shirts. But the one that we love, unbiased opinion, we just looked at it, is the Greek World Order t-shirt. Put
It's the only one.
in.
It's the only one.
Yeah, the other one, sure.
The wooden spoon's coming and the chair shots coming. The rest of them, who knows? But these two, number one.
And the what if tank top.
The what if tank top.
It's got to be a tank top.
What if?
What if you decided to celebrate wrestling with us? You would be very pleased and very happy. Look, thank you very much again, like Mitch said, every single week, but we will sign off right now. Looking forward to McGuire's show tomorrow and the weeks to come until WrestleMania. And until then, Mitch, give it to him.
Chair shot.